Sure, Masandawana. Yeah, my name is Thabiso. Joining me is my younger brother Rapeleng, and we'll be bringing you a new feature under the Masandawana fan flock called the Yellow Corner. The Yellow Corner will be previewing all our games, home, away, league, cup competitions. Yeah, and before we go any further, I just want to thank the lads, for the platform. We couldn't be doing this with a better group of guys, and yeah, we hope you will enjoy our input. Yeah, Raps, how's it?
Nah, I'm feeling good, man. Yeah, finally managed to get the victory after too many draws. Yeah, I'm happy. And I'm looking forward to our game against Chippa on the weekend.
Game against Chippa. We might not even play against Chippa.
Why the pitch?
Yeah, no, I'm worried. The Blue Bulls posted video on their Twitter handle, and it's waterlocked. Thursday, there's a rugby game on Saturday, and check the forecast, and it's gonna be budgeting until into Sunday. Even if we play, it might be as bad as garbage and against Leopards,
Oh, can't we are not playing Chippa at Ridgeville.
No. Ntho ya legal website ya legal ntho le ya rona di re ntho ke Loftus, and even if ne re dlala at Ridgeville, I would rather re dlale a terrible pitch Loftus than ground ile ya botlotlo le ntho le neo. That is terrible. You can't be playing football more man.
Yeah, and an advantage of pitch ya Loftus, ground that thing is sharp, and we normally play our normal game Loftus compared to go at Ridgeville. So we are struggling. Yeah.
Mole, we must slaughter something. Mole, maybe. From last season, the results in it. But before Rikala Kayona game and ya Chippa, hopefully the game goes ahead. Just want us to touch Hanyani gaming ya Moba and Leopards. How do you feel about performance lineup? How do you feel? How did you feel when you first saw the lineup?
Okay, firstly, when I saw the lineup, I asked myself who's going to play right back. And when I went to Twitter, I saw most of our fans saying Maboe is going to play right back, but we saw the young boy from Ajax playing as a right back, and he played very well for his debut. He played very well. I can't complain much, even though there was the Leopards side were overloading his side, and Kumalo was causing trouble for him, but he played a good game. And also first,
why already the Ajax boy? That's our academy graduate. Team hiking.
Mamelodi Sundowns.
Thank you. He was at Ajax. He was loaned.
Okay, sharp, correct. First 10 minutes, our passing was okay, and I thought going forward, maybe the pitch won't give us as much problem as I thought. But after that 10 minutes, we became poor. We lost the ball easily, and we are not there. Like our passing accuracy also was not there. The combination was very poor. But second half, we considered an early goal, which I thought our defense and the goalkeeper should have done better. They should have defended that ball. But I'm happy that our technical team, they responded by bringing in Serino, and when Serino came on, he gave us hope that we can fight and get a point. And I was looking just to get a point, because the way we were playing, I never thought we were gonna get 3 points. I never thought we were gonna get.
You still wanted a draw.
The reason why I wanted a draw, we were 1-0 down, and when I look at our performance, we were not a team that was going to come back and win the game. So I thought the draw will be much better than getting nothing out of the game.
Ke batla re discuss taba ya right back hanyane ne. How do you feel that the fact that they opted to play Mkhize, who hasn't played, who's a natural central midfielder, ahead of Harold or Yenanto Lebo, who for a better part of last season played right back?
I wasn't happy with the decision that our team made by playing someone who's not a natural right back. And when we have a natural right back on the bench, and Mabue on the bio bubble, he played as a right back against Pirates, and he managed to close down the likes of Pule and Lodge. So I thought maybe they're going to put Mabue as a right back. And if you look at Majadi Bodu, against Celtic, when Mandela came off, he came on and he did very well. So I thought they should have brought someone who has played as a right back before in our games.
I thought about this. I've been thinking about this a lot. I'm gonna play devil's advocate here, and I am not defending them, the technical team, but I think the reason they played, they didn't play Harold is because he's the only defender that we had on the bench. We're very thin at the back, so they probably thought of let's protect ourselves in case one of the defenders gets an injury or anything like that. Wabo. But with that said, I wouldn't have played Mkhize Mono. I would have played Lebo Mono at right back and played Mkhize centrally. I think with protection ya Hlompo le Mido. I think one of the guys, or Kens, mentioned it, who review a game Mobile. They would have protected him, Yeah, but at least we might have Lyle back, so we're slowly getting into most of our important players back. Yeah, I think we should go into a game Saturday, Chippa. High flying Chippa.
No, and we know Chippa Density, they play a good football. Like they build from the back, their combination is very very well. And you look at the likes of Mkhize, those are ballers, and they have Kongobe, and they have a PC Maluisani on the wing, and which he can give a Debza or any left back who's going to play any problem. So but we can match them. If our team selection is good and we play our normal game and we become more productive, we can match them and we can get the victory.
I wonder when you start saying we can match them. We are Mamelodi Sundowns. Every team that we play should be looking to match us. We shouldn't be looking to match Vogatwana and Lewo Chippa. So yeah.
But looking at our performance for the last 4 games.
Hey, true, eh?
And Chippa, they noticed how we have played in our past 2 games, and they would want to take advantage of that. And they are 11th on their log, and if they get 3 points, they go straight to the top 8. So they're gonna push for a 3-point on Sunday.
Hey, negotiate started since then, they've got in their last 5, they got 8 out of 15 points. They got 8 points, and they doing very well. And all these games they've been playing away. Hey, I think if they played Celtic Mobani, that would have been their 4th straight away game. Ours with them would have been their 5th, and yeah. Rapeleng, one thing that shocked me, in our last 2 games, the opponents have had better ball possession than Sundowns.
Yo, first half or 90 minutes.
90 minutes, because I'm not, because next game more. But I saw at some stage, and we had 56, we had 44. Again, Leopards and the Swallows. I think second half they had the better into ball position compared to us, which is so unlike Sundowns, man. It's if there's one thing Sundowns is that we boss ball possession, but we'll control the game. That's Sundowns for you, you know.
I think against Gamia, Swallows. Second half we set very deep and we allowed Swallows to come at us. Hence, they managed to get the equalizer. And against Leopards first half, like we didn't play a normal game. Hence, Leopard had the ball. They were passing around. Like they could build from the back, and we were not pressing them as much as I wanted. But that makes sense of why the last two games our possession was very low.
Do you think because Omzeva dance is all about moving the ball, but I've picked up or no? As much as we know him moving the ball around, playing good football, good on the eye. Since he went back more to Chippa, they scoring. They're not just playing beautiful football without into end product. Do you think with that he might play into our hands in terms of if I knock around and there will be openings, if Motloung and we can be able to find spaces and capitalize on that. Do you think it will work for us into a football playing team?
I think it will work for us because if we play the team that knocks the ball around, that great chances and they leave up some spaces, and we know we have the quality to capitalize those spaces. But I think he'll be cautious and they won't attack as much as they did in their past few games. I think they will try to sometimes try to catch us on a counter, or sometimes we know at the set pieces they are very strong. Maybe they will try to get some fouls. And Mambeani he's playing very well. And happen they should go at Sundowns looking at our centre backs like Toby got an red card and Mandela, Lena Hayo. So if River and Nascimento they are not there, that means we might play Slompo as a centre back like we did for the remaining minutes when Toby went off. But Chippa won't try to play the ball that they are not used to because they are just playing Sundowns. I think they will play the ball and move around, create chances, and try to control the game.
But we have quite a great record against Bona at home. In the last 3 years, we've beaten them. We've scored 8 and conceded only 2. So they are one team. There are teams that get we'll definitely win. I know Arlalal will take away. I know get 3 points. Chippa for now is one of those teams. I'd be shocked if we don't get the maximum points against Chippa.
And Chippa when we play home, like we always dominate them. We always beat them. But every time I Caesar Dukash or Nelson Mandela Bay, that's where they really come at us and they cause a lot of trouble for us. But it is our home game and we should win. We should win.
Yeah, I hope they don't pull performance the season before last. Artlabaja 3-2. Didn't Moena it's a CV. I hope.
At Loftus afternoon
Kenzani as stress a penika mola to about to stadium mulibima.
And last season Nerlala Nelson Mandela Bay, they scored a last minute goal from it was a set piece.
Yeah,
and they played across Madisha Ekora on goal. Yeah.
But at least at home we gave them a walloping, And yeah, in their last three, they've. I really wanted to watch Game Yawona and Toman, the Celtics, so that I can, get an idea of how they might set up and all that, But yeah, Ket Mbenyani, it looks like they are on form, Who do you think is their player to watch?
I think Mbenyani, because of he has been playing well in the past few games, and Lenchis has scored a couple of goals for them, and also Msambiyumva always cause a threat for us, especially on set pieces, and we know Msambiyumva turns into a peak Cannavaro 26 World Cup, like he closes everything. So yeah, if we can manage to get past Msambiyumva and we get a couple of goals, but I don't think he can shut down Shaluli the whole 90 minutes.
Yeah, I know. And in terms of the suspension, I saw PSL issued in Tokaji, they don't have any suspensions. I don't know, you got the injury, but yeah. Oh, before we move on, Lafort, are you afraid of the threat that the legendary Snotty might pose against us?
I don't think he will start the game because of when I looked at their starting lineup yesterday before their game got cancelled. He was not on the starting lineup, so I think they might bring him as a sub on the later stage of the game. But Lafort was also good. It's not that Lafort who used to cause trouble at the opponents, used to run, eliminate players. Yeah, the age is no longer on his side, so I think he'll just try to play the normal game. So I'm not really worried. I'm worried about the PC Maloisane on the wing. Yeah.
Yeah, how romantic Maloisane?
Hey, I'm attached with you, man.
CR7
and yeah, ke yona ntho etsa e nngwe re shanyeng go player a tlo face game ma. Well, if Lyle is fit for the game, Lyle will handle him. Like, yeah, if Lyle Akala, I don't think Maloisane will cause any trouble. But if you let Tabes on,
yeah, let's move on to our team. What's your take at this debate? Yeah, the formation. Are you happy with the 4-3-3 formation, or you want us to go back to formation in for the past few seasons under Budi?
The funny part, that the formation, we managed to beat Chiefs 3-0. Formation currently, we managed to beat Cape Town City 2-0 away at Cape Town. Formation in so changing the formation now, I don't think it will work for us. Maybe try to bring other players who could do better, but remain with the formation that we have used for this season. So I think if we can make changes here and there, I'll be satisfied. Unlike changing the system because of we have played 4 draws in a row. What if we go back to our normal formation and we play another draw? Are we going to go back to 4-3-3, or are we going to remain with the one we played last season? So I think let's remain with 4-3-3. It will work for us, and it worked for us when the season started. So I don't think we should give up on it.
A while back, I think after Gamia Super Sport, I tweeted and I believe the formation is not the problem. The problem is the personnel used for the formation. Because the thing is, and the guys mentioned it yesterday, it's a rigid into the three that we've been playing, but rigid, man. Like, you need mobility for formation early. You need to have runners. You need to have someone who will fetch the ball, or not even fetch, carry the ball to the middle. If you looked at the previous games, never frustrated to fetch and then carry the ball, and Kawata in terms of leaving as short because he's now coming to fetch the ball. So man, what's one Liverpool when they field Henderson, Milner, and Le Gini, you know, when you have someone like Nabi, you have Bokeita, you know, people who can move with the ball, people who can find spaces. So I think personnel. But with that said, we know another factor here is Tabaya COVID. It has really affected us. It has really affected us. And not even to a certain extent, I fully agree with Kens. He was tweeting today. Now we're the one team that tests a lot, you know. Hence, we're finding the positive to test. The team telling I don't believe they test as much as we do, you know. So
some of the teams, they have been playing the same lineup from the first game of the league until now. So that shows Rona, we managed to change our starting lineup. It shows we are testing more than any other team. So hence there's always a change in our starting lineup. So yeah, Chance, I think he made a good point there.
With Nto out, Kima Mutobi out, who partners Musa Kanto ka Sunday? Here we only going to discuss player short batla balleting. Let's leave them out. Let's work on the players that have been playing or have been on the bench or a traveling squad in the last few games. Who partners Musa on Sunday?
I'd play Shump.
Okay.
I'd play because we know Shump at Super Sport he once played as a right back. Even though the right back is different from the centre back, but he has the experience to play the centre back, and also Shampo, like when Mutobi sent off, he played very well. He organized the team, and also he wasn't trying to push like a midfielder. So he was very observant. Like he did very well. When to pick up, when to push back, like he played very well. So I play Shampo, and hopefully Musa will be very vocal and also help him like to communicate. The key thing is to communicate. If they can communicate very well, I think Shampo can manage to close down Chiliquem, because of Chiliquem is not a pacey player who might outrun Shampo or what, and also Mbenyan is not a pacey player now, so Shampo can manage to shut down those two.
The game in Tawana that you've seen, do they play Kwemule Evanga up top or Badala, one of the two with Mbenyani coming from position turning?
Against Swallows, Badala Evanga. Against Leopards, they played Chiliquem, and starting lineup Sabona Samoba, they had Chiliquem as their forward. So I think because of Abadala Moban, they won't make any changes. I doubt they will make changes. So I think they will remain with Quem.
Okay, no, I agree with you. I think Shompo, with the experience that he has and Liga guidance and Toya Musa, I think we can manage overstop. So, let's discuss our potential lineup. Let's start one. Are we sticking with Dennis in goals?
Yeah. Because of we can't drop Dennis because of he conceded against Leopard and against Swallows. He managed to keep a lot of clean sheets, so I will start Dennis.
Right back.
Right back.
Tapelo high. Abayo. Let's forget about them.
I'd play Harold or Mabue, but I'll go for Harold.
Okay. You're not worried, the point that I raised, what if their reason of benching Harold was to at least have cover, like at least one defender more because bench.
Yeah, but if we get an injury from our defenders, he can trouble us very, very well. But yeah, I'll go for Harold, and I will throw him there, and hopefully we'll pull up a 10 out of 10 or a good rating.
Okay, so that's Harold, Hlompo, Musa. Left back, Lyle is back.
Lyle K goes straight to the starting lineup. Like Lyle, the thing about Lyle is when he's not as pacey as Thabiso, but when he goes forward, he will do something that Thabiso will never do. He will if our forward, their positioning is not well in the box, he will close the ball and play the ball to the middle field, or at least try to delay until our forward, their positioning is very well to play a cross. So Thabiso will go forward and will not lift up his head to check who's where and where to play the ball. You just cross the ball. So with Lyle on the pitch, he gives us something that is very productive, and he can cross, he can score from free kicks, and he can assist, and also he doesn't lose the ball easily as the Langaman. So on the position, he is good. So Lyle goes straight to the starting lineup.
Yeah, let's move to the much talked about midfield three, Mamelodi Sundowns. This would be my dream, man. Flip, kind of Hlompo. I was gonna play into a Hlompo Mole, but he's not available. So I would go with. I've not been really happy with Mido in recent games, but I'll have Mido more positioning the system. Yeah, Riva, and then have Andile, Lento, le Blesser. That would be my midfield three.
Yeah, now I was going to go for that tray on the midfield, but the thing is, we can't expect Mido to play similar like Riva. Like they are different players, but Mido should show us what he is good at. Like he should show us his abilities. Like when Riva is on the starting lineup, you see he has an eye for a long pass. He knows how to open for the ball when our centre back are in possession of the ball. So Mido, we don't want him to play like Riva, but he should show us what he's good at and what he can do with the ball. So yeah, I will give him this game on Saturday. Yeah, maybe he will come back as Mido we know.
Okay. Attack. You have to drop one of the four.
I'm dropping Erasmus.
Why?
Off the ball, Maubane Erasmus was off. Like he didn't offer us something. There was a point where Hlompo was pressing all alone, and we had Erasmus up top, but he didn't try to chase for the balls. And also it was easy for the Leopards defense to build up from the back, that he didn't give them about push to play ball forward. He was relaxing and happy. Like also on the ball, he lost a couple of balls, and the only positive thing he had, Serene. Yeah, he had where Glovo made a save. So I will drop Erasmus and maybe try to introduce him second half, and we'll see how the game rolls. But I will keep him on the bench.
There's something that I saw quite a lot, and you're one of those who actually tweeted Kayona because none of game, so I was literally watching it on Twitter. Yeah, Erasmus closing down. I think we need to remember every player on the attributes it's a high, you know. Not Kemet, honestly, I do not expect him to do that. I don't expect to see a Shalulile in Kemet in terms of high press, in terms of chasing, in terms of, you know. But if there's one thing that I know, Kemet, in front of goal, he's deadly. He's cool, he's composed in front of goal, and yeah. So I understand you guys want him to chase, you want him to, but that's not his game, you know. I'm not saying he must start, but I just want to mention players have different attributes, you know. Shalule can do that for 90 minutes, extra time. He can go on to Nzama Tanje, you know. But yeah, Lena, with the middle field three and not changing the system, the formation, I'd start that front three and be hopeful when Shalulile has ran them amok like he did ka Jelele into le Tyson, and that's about it. You know, once the legs go, the mind follows. They start making mistakes. You have Untoa in and around there. In the last 20, Kemet, and yeah, or we finish them off, you know.
And I guess Parrots, when Kemet came on as a sub, he played very well. He hit the post and he made a couple of shots. So I think even if he plays, he comes from the bench, he could have a good impact coming from the bench.
Yeah, so I think that's our lineup, and yeah, I hope into La Vida Log, he has the same impact he had yesterday. Hagena from Montong, you know, from the bench. I was really impressed with that cameo Hagena from the bench and Gaston. Sorry, Gaston is regaining his form. I believe the technical team has given Lebo a fair chance, and Lebo hasn't performed, if we're being honest, you know. I think Gaston deserves the same amount of chance, you know. Yes, the front three is starting handle, you know, but this is Gaston Sereno, man. We're not talking about any other player, we're talking about one of the best players in the continent, you know. So yeah, give Gaston into a run, have Gaston start the game, you know, and yeah, predictions?
We are winning 2-0.
2-0, another clean sheet.
Yeah, another clean sheet, yeah.
Kiwomamba Kora?
Shalulile and Serene.
Now I'm gonna go for 3-0. I think Shalulile.
I'm ambitious.
2.5 overs. Yeah, I'm gonna go for 3-0. Shalulile. Something tells me Urento might get a run on Sunday. Gift, and he will score.
Okay. Before we close, I want to ask you a question. Our second goal against Leopards, if the lineman flagged that goal offside, what was going to be your reaction?
Okay, Neki Mamet's more radio game. So you know, radio it's ahead of live television. So as the ball, as the goal was scored, he celebrated because good no lineman half flagger. But had he flagged, Lena Natamila suspension in Skajeli. I got Jelly Ujisite Pirates against Solos. Ka penalty and Toya Kanagma Linda.
Makaringi.
No, Makaringi, you're right, Makaringi. suspendiwe rona ntate re ka joa ka di dubious decisions ana suspension in next but yeah no I would have been pissed.
But my question, if they suspend Jelly, why do they leave that guy Kimang Olive,
the lineman of the season? I don't know how that guy. Emona, have you ever seen that guy have a decent game, man?
Emona, Motor first game of the season, Marisburg against Chiefs.
But yeah, let's stick to our game here, Antoine. Yeah, Chippa. You know what I like this game with Rapeleng. We have a chance to pull ahead and stretch into our lead Motloung, you know. Chiefs and Pirates, they are gonna cancel each other. I'm hoping for a draw. Super Sport is to Swallows. I'm hoping for it. Not that I'm scared of these teams, but I want into breathing space. You know, I want us to stretch into lead. So I really hope we take advantage of this game week. Hey, like we need Champions League is starting in the next week or so. So we really need to have into open up a good into gap. Even Larila away, Laba winner, they still can't catch us. You know, so really hope we're into we think, man. We stretch into it. Before we close, I want us to talk free kick ya Swallows ya Sunday. Do we stick with that or do we get rid of that? Having one player.
I didn't okay, we had a good number of players on the wall, but on the box, Swallows outnumbered us. You saw it after.
Sorry to cut you off. Do you know why they outnumbered us? I analyzed Goliele over and over again, and Gibono why there was 5 on the wall. Rapeleng ne, ile 1 behind Kikeletso ne. Mshishi was on the other side. Kamontle, you know. I don't understand unamakile Mshishi mo. One, he's not marking into anyone. He's not helping defend Paulo. I don't understand Onabatla. And for not blaming Mole for that, it goes to Dennis to a certain extent because he should have told him to because Hari we had Mido, we had Mabue, we had Spelele. Ne? Mido positioning ya high was your blocker. Blocker meaning or whoever is taking the free kick at Bolong, we are charger, not the blocker, a charger. So Mshish, I don't understand Mshish una anything. Hence we had 2 Kamohari Monto, 2 Iling Mabu Elento li blesser, marking player as Swallows 3. I think if we had 3, it would have helped. It would have been 3 against 3. It was 3 against 2. And I still don't understand. You know, like I don't understand it, you know. And this thing, it's not only us areas. If Swallows in a supporter from that, would you still say we must do away with it?
Having a player lying on the ground behind the wall.
Yeah.
Yo, I don't think so.
I think technical team by analyzing this whole thing and discussed Mshishi shouldn't have been positioned where he was.
And you look at the time, you should say a few seconds, and it was going to be a last attempt, so they are going to go all out. So you should have good numbers of the box.
There was no way Bolele anybody pass whoever took the free kick and to pass to I cross. There was no way. There was so yeah, but now for it. So Arsenal against Southampton, I think as long as we set up properly, I don't think that should be an issue. I think we covered everything. Thank you, Masandawana, for watching our first show. Hopefully you'll enjoy it, and I'm sure we probably made mistakes here and there. We'll improve as we go forward. Please subscribe on our YouTube channel, Masandawana Fan Vlog, like and comment. Please give us your preferred lineup for the weekend game against Chippa. Looking forward to the next episode. Next week we'll be previewing game ya rona le Stellenbosch Cup competition. Cheers. Good luck to the boys on Sunday. Sure, Mdobi.
Sharp, Masandawana. See you next time.